she has more confidence and she goes for her shots without any doubt, I would say.
This was definitely one of the bigger Filipino turnouts. Also New York was huge. It also depends what court you're on, you know, that you feel the noise and things.
$45 million. That's the number that just broke the tennis world. Nike, one of the biggest sportswear brands on the planet, has reportedly signed Alex Eala to a historic multi-year deal worth $45 million, positioning the 20-year-old Filipino sensation as the face of Nike tennis across all of Southeast Asia. And the timing? Absolutely brutal. Because while Nike executives were finalizing this massive contract with a player who hasn't won a single WTA title yet, their actual world number one, Aryna Sabalenka, four-time Grand Slam champion, back-to-back year-end number one, was publicly begging the same company just to give her a custom outfit.
And now, she's made history in a major way. Not just for herself, but for her country and for the next generation watching.
She's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. You know, she's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country.
I'm really appreciative and super thankful.
She literally asked her fans to message Nike on Instagram to put pressure on them. That's how desperate things had gotten. And Nike's response? They handed $45 million to someone else. The disrespect is staggering. The contrast is undeniable. And what I'm about to reveal shows exactly how Nike has been quietly building toward this moment, showering Alex Eala with exclusive gifts, custom collections, and Vogue covers, while leaving their biggest champion out in the cold. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button right now, because this story is far from over, and you don't want to miss what comes next.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on here and thank every single one of you for your support, taking the time and effort out of your day to be there and cheer me on with the other girls. It means so much, especially at this time of the year. I couldn't thank you more, and I had such a fun time playing here in Auckland, and I hope I can be back next year.
2:16 a.m. To understand why this deal is sending shockwaves through the tennis establishment, you need to see how Nike has been playing the long game with Alex Eala, while simultaneously treating Aryna Sabalenka like she doesn't exist. Nike first signed Eala back in 2019 when she was just 14 years old. Standard developmental deal. Sign promising juniors, slap your logo on their outfit, see what happens. Nothing unusual. Nike does this with dozens of young players every year. But something shifted dramatically over the past 12 months. Miami 2025 changed everything. Alex Eala walked into that tournament ranked 141st in the world, a wild card entry that most casual fans had never heard of. She walked out having beaten 3 Grand Slam champions in consecutive matches, including world number 2 Iga Swiatek. Tennis Twitter exploded. Commentators ran out of adjectives. The entire sporting world suddenly knew her name. And Nike was watching very, very closely. Because here's what the mainstream tennis media doesn't talk about enough. Alex Eala doesn't just bring talent.
Filipino tennis ace Alex Eala has officially broken into the WTA Top 40. Alex Eala is set to compete in the singles and doubles events.
With energy like that, you don't get tired, so it was good.
And Alex, so good to have you out here for the first time. How special is that?
She brings something money can't buy. She brings the Philippines, 100 million people, one of the largest diaspora communities on the planet, scattered across every major city where WTA tournaments are held. Nike saw what happened in Melbourne, Filipino fans literally taking over stadiums, creating atmospheres that rivaled Grand Slam finals. They saw what happened in Auckland, Abu Dhabi, Doha, thousands traveling across continents, spending money, generating buzz that tournament organizers absolutely love. They saw the future, and they decided to own it before anyone else could. The first concrete sign that something massive was brewing came at Wimbledon 2025. Days before Alex made her historic main draw debut, Nike did something they almost never do for athletes at her ranking level. They sent her a custom gift, a one-of-a-kind Sampaguita hair tie featuring the national flower of the Philippines. enclosed in a white box with a handwritten note. The message inside read, "Every dream begins as a seed. Kung may tinanim, may aanihin. And what you plant, you'll one day reap." Nike Philippines confirmed this was a bespoke creation, not available for commercial sale, not given to any other athlete, designed exclusively to honor her heritage. Now let me put this in perspective. Aryna Sabalenka has been with Nike for 8 years, 4 Grand Slam titles, 2 consecutive year-end #1 finishes, absolute domination of the women's tour. Nike has never created a custom gift like this for her, not once, but it didn't stop there. Weeks after Wimbledon, Alex appeared on the cover of Vogue Philippines wearing a custom Nike collection designed specifically for her. Nike collaborated with Manila-based artist Georgina Camus to create the Nike Buy You in Full Bloom t-shirt featuring the Sampaguita flower, a tribute to her roots and her rise, custom hair ties, Vogue covers, exclusive artist collaborations. Nike was rolling out the red carpet for a player ranked outside the top 50, while their world #1 couldn't even get a unique dress for the US Open. And now we arrive at the $45 million bombshell. Multiple sources are reporting that Nike has finalized a massive multi-year deal, positioning Alex Eala as their flagship athlete across Southeast Asia.
The first set, forgettable from her point of view, but sets 2 and 3, she really did turn it on. As ever, Alexander.
Final shot that with a little complexity. Alexandra Eala breaking in the first game of the match.
The agreement reportedly includes custom apparel for every major tournament, global marketing campaigns, regional promotional rights, and support for youth tennis initiatives in the Philippines. This isn't just a sponsorship. This is Nike building an empire around a 20-year-old. And here's the detail that explains everything. Nike learned from their catastrophic mistake with Coco Gauff. Remember when they let Gauff slip to New Balance? That decision has haunted them ever since. Gauff became one of the most marketable athletes in tennis, and Nike has to watch her win Grand Slams wearing a competitor's logo. They refuse to let history repeat itself. Reports suggest New Balance and Adidas were both aggressively pursuing Eala after her Miami breakthrough. Nike saw the vultures circling and decided to make a move so overwhelming that no competitor could match it. $45 million for someone who hasn't won a WTA title yet. That's not a sponsorship deal, that's a declaration of war. Meanwhile, Aryna Sabalenka has been living a completely different reality. At the 2025 WTA Finals in Riyadh, a reporter asked what fans could expect from her on-court fashion in 2026. Her response was devastating. "Unfortunately, next season it's not gonna be that special for me." When asked why, Sabalenka couldn't hide her frustration. "Exactly, maybe we should just start messaging Nike on Instagram and putting some pressure on, but let's wait for 2027 because that year is going to be sick."
Maybe we should just start messaging Nike, Instagram, and like putting some pressure on. But let's wait for 2027 because that year going to be sick. And yeah, unfortunately, next season it's not gonna be that special for me. But exactly.
The world #1, begging fans to pressure her own sponsor on social media. Let that sink in, it gets worse. At the 2025 US Open, Nike designed what everyone called the Sabalenka dress, a stunning outfit that fans assumed was an exclusive custom design for the defending champion. Then a qualifier walked onto court wearing the exact same dress before Sabalenka even debuted it. Social media erupted. Pathetic. Disrespectful. She needs to leave Nike. They play in her face way too much. The pattern was undeniable. Nike simply wasn't prioritizing their biggest star anymore. The message couldn't be clearer. Nike has made their choice. They've identified who they believe represents the future of women's tennis, and it's not the player currently sitting at world #1. It's a 20-year-old from Quezon City who brings something Sabalenka never could, access to 100 million passionate fans in a market Nike desperately wants to dominate. The irony is painful. Sabalenka has been loyal to Nike for 8 years, delivered Grand Slam after Grand Slam, finished as world number 1 for consecutive seasons, done everything a sponsor could possibly ask. Her reward? Being told to wait until 2027 while watching a younger, less accomplished player get the $45 million deal, the custom collections, the Vogue covers, and the exclusive gifts she never received. So where does this leave us? Sabalenka's relationship with Nike appears to be crumbling. Industry insiders are already speculating she might not finish her contract. Other brands are reportedly circling, eager to sign a 4-time Grand Slam champion who clearly isn't being valued. As for Alex Eala, this deal changes everything. $45 million in backing, global platform, resources to compete at the highest level. The pressure is enormous, but if her trajectory over the past 12 months is any indication, Nike's gamble might pay off bigger than anyone imagines. The tennis world is watching. A young star is rising. A champion is being left behind. What do you think? Did Nike make the right call? Is Sabalenka being disrespected? Can Alex Eala live up to these massive expectations? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you're riding with Alex Eala, smash that subscribe button because this story is just getting started.